Well, here we are again. I'm going to start giving you my platform. It's 23 platform, and since my camera will only record for 15 minutes, like I said, I'm not that tech savvy yet. I'm working on it, and it takes forever to load up anything larger than that on YouTube. I'm going to keep it down to, once a night I'll give you another portion of it. My platform. I'll give you one at a time. Starting with gun control. I don't know why this is still a thing. It should have been taken care of long ago, but apparently not. I'm so proud of you kids. Really am. I never had so much hope for this country as when I saw you guys march. And I was never so disgusted with the adults and the media who belittled you, who put you down, went there with firearms against unarmed children. Unarmed children. Are you kidding? You were the only adults in the room. That was it. You kids, you were the adults. Where were the adults that should have been with you? Adults should have stood up for you. I will. I'll stand up for you. Because that's enough. It's enough. When I hear them saying, well, we should stop, allowing guns to be sold from, kids from 18 to 21. You know what's so stupid about that? You can go in the military at 18 and be given even more dangerous weapons, and you're responsible enough to do that, but you're not responsible enough to own a gun. I mean, that blows my mind. Now, granted, yes, some of them don't. Some of you don't. Some don't. That's why we need to have gun control. But there are a lot of adults out there, a lot of children that are pretending to be adults out there, who don't deserve to own a gun, shouldn't own a gun, should never have owned a gun. We need to get control of this. We need to have background checks, good background checks. We need to have law enforcement listen to you children, because you're on those Twitter accounts, you're on those chat rooms, and somebody's going to be a problem. Law enforcement should jump on that. When you tell them, hey, look, we saw this on the chat room, they should be all over it. Law enforcement, I'm telling you that too. That's your responsibility. These children, they're your responsibility. You can blow off all the adults you want, but you blow off the children, you're going to have a problem with me. You're our future. The only future. Because the adults, we done had our time. It's your turn. Your future. If you are a violent offender, no guns. If you are mentally incapable of owning weapons, you don't get one. If you are dishonorably discharged from the military, you don't get one. If you're a drug dealer, gangbanger, you don't get one. The kids in my school back in '77, it got so bad, the kids have them carrying guns in school, they actually put metal detectors. We had police walking up and down our hallway. We were inner city kids, poor. They thought they didn't care about us. Well, same thing's happening now. Your governor, your governors, and children, responsibility. Congress and Senate, it's your responsibility. The next mass shooting on you, because you failed to turn around and protect the children. Constitution of the United States, Second Amendment, guarantees you right to bear arms. But the first part of the Constitution of the United States says, protect the people. Impose tranquility, justice, and the like. How can you have this if you got somebody out there who don't need to have a firearm is shooting the town up, shooting the children up? How can you say the Constitution is in full effect if you're not adhering to it? When they said an organized private militia, what they meant was our National Guard, which we have now. If there ever was a time that we needed firearms, then yes, you would be mobilized. Everyone that has a firearm would be mobilized. If you are not a military member, past or present, you don't have to have an AR-15. That's a weapon of war. A lot of us, veterans, we carry it because it's comfortable. Yes, I can hunt with mine. But mostly, it's a deterrent. I am at war here with the Mexican cartels. They know that. They love to see me dead. The gangbangers here, violent. They hear me on the road. They go. The drug dealers, they run. Because they know I'm hunting them. You may think that this is vigilante, but in the absence of true law enforcement, you have to do what you have to do. Because law enforcement is so badly thinned out, because the law enforcement are often alone, one person in a cruiser, maybe nobody else, for miles. And you are responsible to protect that officer. I want more police. I don't want to hear another state trooper on the side of the road being beat to death. I don't want to hear another police officer was shot because he did not have another man in his cruiser. I don't want to hear another child being shot up because we failed to do the right thing. You media people who turn around and talk crap about these children, I want you to be held accountable for the next school shooting. You deserve it. You gun nuts. My weapon is safe. No, it's not. Only safe until somebody takes it from you. There is one way to guarantee your weapon's safe. I know I do it. I can render my AR-15 and my M4 harmless in 5 seconds. My 45, 31 seconds. My shotgun, 42 seconds. I time myself. They weren't even worth to be a club. You couldn't fire them if you wanted to, because the main components were gone. That's how easy it is to make sure your weapon is safe. That's how easy it is to make sure your children are safe. They're the future. If you're going to go up against a bunch of children protesting, unarmed children, and you have firearms, you should be arrested. You should be arrested and have your weapons taken away. What are you thinking? It's one thing to sit there and talk about them, but to go there armed? What are they going to do? What are you going to do, shoot them up? What's wrong with you? Grow up. Be the adult. The NRA. I hope you hate me. You will, and I'm glad of it. You keep sending me, flyers to join. I would never join your group. Never. You firearm owners like me, out there, respectful, understanding, reasonable. You know that this has to happen. You know the children got to stop dying. There should be no reason in the world to own an automatic weapon or to make a weapon into an automatic weapon. There is no reason in the world. Even I do not do that. And I am a professional soldier. I am an expert in my field. But I don't do it. Don't want it. Don't need it. If somebody is buying firearms all over the place and a whole bunch of ammunition like that guy did up there in Las Vegas, it should have popped up. It should have been stopped. Somebody should have, the alarm bell should have gone off. Somebody should have known something. When they ordered that bump stock in there, that should have been a warning. Somebody should have known. And that was a billionaire. The man was rich. You got kids walking in school and start shooting up a school. And a police officer outside did not go inside, and I'm glad he gave up his badge, because he should have. Because it should have been him going in there in a line of fire to protect you children. That's his responsibility. I've done it. Trump says he would do it. I doubt that seriously. He would run so fast the other way, it would be, forever to catch up with that man. But I wouldn't. I'd run in. My mother always told me I had more guts than brains, but I'd charge in. I had a bad habit of running towards the sound of fire. But we need it. And I'm going to get it. The number one bill I'm going to enter into Congress is gun control. And you will pass it. I'm talking to you, senators and congressmen. You will pass it. Or you will regret it. Our children need to be safe. We need to keep them safe. We need to be the adults. Why are our children have to be the adults in the world? We need to be the adults. I'm not saying take away people's guns. I'm just saying the people who don't need to have them should not have them at all. You want to buy a firearm, you need to go through a safety course before you buy that firearm. If you're not a veteran, if you have no military background, you should take a safety course. You should be able to field strip your weapon and render it harmless. You should be able to be trained to fire that weapon safely and without endangering anyone else. Schools. These schools need to be able to, only be open from the inside. It's not a prison. Because you can get from the inside out, but you can't get from the outside in. That needs to happen. Every school needs to have that happen. Bulletproof glass. If I have my way, you'll have 2 armed guards inside and 2 outside. Not to patrol the halls, but protect the doorways. Make sure that nobody's going to get in there at you. Nobody's going to get our children, our future. You adults, listen up. It's time you listen to the children, because they make sense. They make all the sense in the world. And I am so proud of them. Because they make me realize that this country has got a chance. That our future has a chance. Constitution of the United States says the right of freedom, freedom of assembly. To bring our grievances to our elected officials. Doesn't say how old you must be. The Constitution does not say that at all. Ever. It says right for peaceful assembly. Right to turn around and exhibit your grievances to your elected officials. And if you elected officials do not want to listen to them, then you're wrong and you need to find a new job. Because you broke their constitutional right. Just because they're not voting age yet, they will be. Oh yeah, they will be. You senators and congressmen, they're going to be voting soon. Guess what's going to happen to you? I will laugh so hard about that. And you, President Trump, I will be the next president. Because I will stand up for these children. I will look out for their future. I will get gun control. I will force it. I will make it happen. Because it needs to. Has to. I don't know much more to say about that. It's just, should have happened. This should not have happened. The first school shooting was one too many. It was one too many. When you talk about immigrants, Mexicans, well, they're going to tell you who the gangbangers are that have the guns. They're going to tell you who the drug dealers are who have guns. They're going to tell you where those drugs are coming in and how many weapons and who's carrying them. Who the cartels are and where the guns are. Those are people that we need because it is called an asset. They're not illegal immigrants, they're assets. We need them. If we're going to stop this, we need them. Muslims, assets. You want to know when the next terrorist strike's going to come? They're going to tell you. They don't want them either. You want to know if somebody's in the neighborhood that's going to cause trouble? They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you how they're radicalizing these children. Radicalizing our own people. They will tell you. They can explain it. You children, you hear something, see something, know something, tell someone. You law enforcement people, do not let this happen again. Do not let this happen again. We the people have spoken and we're done. It's over. I get very angry about this because it is very hot with me. I cannot understand it. As I said, all my weapons I've had background checks for. I don't understand what's the problem. Unless you got something to hide, then you shouldn't have a gun anyway. God bless you kids. You did a hell of a thing. You made a believer out of me. God bless you and God bless the United States of America. Good night.